Hi, welcome to the Ames Animal Shelter. Today we're going to do a little tour of our facility and talk about the needs that we have to improve the care for the animals here in our community. And we're going to talk about everything that we're going to do in the new facility. So come join me. Here is our guinea pig area, and the area also will be used for rabbits when we get those. We have currently a trio here that's available for adoption of guinea pigs. We have Cookie, Tito, and Carlos. And you see they have their setup here. Again, this is in our hallway here at the animal shelter, so we are kind of limited in space and what we're dealing with here. I will tell you though that in the new facility, these guys will have their own room. So whether we have rabbits or guinea pigs or any other kind of exotic, whether it's a bird or a hamster or guinea pigs or rats or mice, they're going to have their own special housing in the new facility. So that's something that's really important to us. The hallway here, there's a lot of stuff going up and down this hallway. We have dogs sometimes that are coming through, so that's really scary for these guys. We actually have the window here is into Kitty City, and a lot of these cats will actually sit up in this window and watch down on them. So that's kind of scary for these guys. They are animals of prey that kind of scares them in this environment. So you see here they got all their setup, they got their vegetables, their hay, really important to their diet. We want to make sure that we're giving these guys the best spaces possible. So with 3 of the guinea pigs in here, and some of them are hiding in their little huts here. There's one, and the other is over there in that hut. But it's important to make sure that these guys have the appropriate space available to them. And just one of these cages by themselves is not enough for 3 guinea pigs. So having 3 guinea pigs in these 2 cages here is the ideal space for that. So this is again, our exotic area animal, also known as the hallway at the Ames Animal Shelter. And one of our biggest challenges at this facility is storage space. Extremely important to be able to have places to store animal food, pet supplies, leashes, collars, cat litter. There's just really a lot of stuff that we get here at the shelter to operate this facility. We have all the cat litter bags, the different types of litter, the litter boxes. We have storage cabinets here that have just a huge variety of the different cat supplies, our exotic animal supplies, the water bowls. We received a very nice donation of PPE, protective equipment, gowns and things like that to deal with animal disease and such, but we don't really have the space for that here. So we're going to make sure in the new facility that we have lots of storage space available to us, and hallways are actually used for transporting people and going back and forth and not used for storing animals up and down. And now we're in our cat room here at the Ames Animal Shelter. These are the cats that are available for adoption right now. They've already cleared the medical through our registered veterinary technician. They are available for adoption. They've been spayed or neutered, or they have been scheduled for spaying and neuter. So right now our numbers are low. We've had a lot of adoptions lately, but there are times of the year, especially the warmer summer months, where every single one of these kennels, bottom and top kennel, is full. We're very fortunate. We can have cats that are using a portal that goes between these 2 cages. And if there's more than one cat, maybe it's a bonded pair or it's just a large cat, then we can use those portal cages there. So in the new shelter environment, we want to make sure that every cat that comes into the shelter has access to these 2 full-size kennels. One area provides a place for their litter box. The other one has the food and the water and the bed. So this litter box is kept separate from all those areas. Cats don't like to be so close to the litter box. I wouldn't want to either. But it's nice to have those areas separated like that. So in the new shelter, that's going to be the goal for every single cat, is they will have the use of 2 full-size kennels for them. Cats typically in shelters get the smaller rooms. They're the smaller parts of a shelter. But we take in way more cats than we do dogs here in our community. So we want to make sure that we're doing things right for the cats in our community, that when they come to our facility, that they have the extra space that they need. And as a no-kill shelter, it's extremely important that we have the space available for them, because we're going to keep these guys until they get adopted. So ideally, we would get them adopted as soon as possible, but some of them do take a little bit longer. So it's really important that we have the space, the appropriate spaces for them while they're here with us. And now I'm going to show you into our dog room. We have quite a few dogs in there right now, so it's going to be really noisy, but we're going to show you a little bit of the dogs areas and again talk about the future. When you see our kennels here, we have 14 dog kennels in this building, or this room behind me. The new facility will have many, many more kennels and separate rooms, which is really important. Currently, we have a few animals that are here, a part of a court case. There's 3 of them. There's a dog here that is under quarantine because it bit somebody. And out of all those dogs that are back there, there's only 1 available for adoption at this point. So those particular cases would be in individual rooms, so it wouldn't be as noisy as you hear in the kennels right now. So keeping the stress down, providing that space for them where they can relax. Shelter environments are always stressful for animals coming into, so whatever we can do to reduce that stress, that's what we're going to do in our new facility and make sure that we're building it to best practice standards. The standards of the Association of Shelter Veterinarians, they have amazing standards that we want to make sure that we're following and at least meeting those. And of course meeting any state standards that the Iowa Department of Agriculture has when it comes to animal shelters and how they operate. So a lot of different cases with these individual dogs back here, but again with the new facility, we're going to make sure that they have individual spaces where they can relax and hopefully wait for their forever home or be returned back to their original owners. Welcome to our Per Villa. This is our cat housing trailer. The state laws changed in Iowa for the standards of care in animal shelters, so we had to provide additional housing for cats that we didn't have in our existing building. So of course we're going to address all these lack of space issues in the new facility, but here's a good example. We got 3 little kittens in here. They're going in for surgery tomorrow. These guys don't have a lot of immune system, so it is really important that they're separated from other cats to make sure that we're not spreading disease amongst them. So they have been vaccinated now, but it takes a series of those shots before they have real full immunity. So having an additional space for kittens like this, or even puppies separate from the other animals, is extremely important. So these guys will have surgery tomorrow and will be available for adoption. But thanks to this housing unit that we have here, we call it Per Villa. It's our housing trailer. All these guys are safe. It's nice and quiet here. This is not a public area, so these guys can kind of relax, get ready for surgery, and wait out their time until they get adopted. And this is part of that Per Villa trailer. This is a special room in the trailer that is where we house our feral cats. Sometimes these are cats that come in, they're just scared, they may be nervous, or truly they have no human socialization. So Trey is a good example here of a cat that is extremely nervous. We're going to keep this short because we don't want to make him any more stressed than he already is, but we'll keep them in here, monitor them, make sure that they truly are feral. If they are, we have a program where we get them spayed and neutered, microchip, vaccinated, tested for feline leukemia and FIV. And as long as they are healthy, then we will adopt them out to appropriate barn homes that have applied for them and have appropriate housing for them. So in the new facility, this area is going to be a complete new room all by itself. Again, very quiet, a place for them to kind of chill a little bit and get used to this environment until we can get them back out to places where they're familiar with. But if they turn out to be friendly cats, of course, we're going to make sure that those cats live indoors and find indoor-only homes. Well, that's the tour of the Ames Animal Shelter. I want to thank everybody for watching, and for those of you that have been into our facility, you know that we're in tight spaces here, but with your help, we're going to build a brand new animal shelter for the animals, for the people, for the volunteers, for the staff, everything here for our community. So we want to improve the care of these animals here. We can't do that without your help, so please donate today. Go to amesanimalshelter.org and you'll see that link there. You can click on that button. You can go to the QR code. It's very simple. If you see those flyers around town, go to that QR code, go to that website, make a donation. It's really easy and every bit helps. Thank you.